are you today? Happy Friday.
Good. How are you? Happy Friday.
Okay, so welcome to the commentary zone. I had a total brain fart just now. Sorry, y'all. Welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up. And if you like our commentary, please don't forget to hit subscribe, hit that notification bell, follow us on Twitter, tell a friend, all that jazz. And join us here in the live chat or in the replay crew. Okay, so today on the docket we have The Real Housewives of Miami Season 4, Episode 10, Looking for Trouble. And that was Adriana.
Right. She did. She. Let's be honest. She was being messy.
Well, I also feel she just hasn't let go of old feelings of being supposedly slighted or made to feel lesser than. And she's taken this opportunity, I guess, to get back at the person who made her feel that way. But if they made you feel that way all those years ago, why you ain't say something back then? Or did I forget?
I don't think they ever liked each other.
She was the, let me just rephrase this. Adriana was going through a lot back then, so maybe it wasn't top priority. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'm let it go. This is so old. Let it go.
Hmm.
It just seems like a really old, tired argument that
I
nobody
think
cares
what
about.
I think more what it is like. Okay, so Larson was in the group. She already felt she was better than. Then she left the group, just left and moved to LA. Became friends with the Kardashians. Became Kardashian adjacent.
Mhm.
Um, Lost all that. Is going through a divorce. Is linked to multiple men. And then she wants to come back and be like, okay, I'm here. So Adriana's looking like, well, you got all this bad shit around you. How are you better than anyone else? Like, how are you the same person? Basically, it's like, how are you the same person going through all these things that are predominantly negative, and you're the same person that's not worse from 10 years ago? I
Oh
think
yeah.
that's I think I think that's the I think that's the I think that's the problem. But the thing is, like, when you come back, like, you've been gone out of this group for 10 years. How are you just gonna come back, insert yourself, and act like you rule? That's gonna piss anybody off. But see, I just cussed her out from day one, though, personally.
And that's my whole thing. This is an argument from back then. And you're dragging it. They had an 8, 9 year gap. And I think that's my frustration with this. I just think this is old news. Find something else to be angry at. There's a lot of things that you could be angry at Larsa about, I guess, if you tried hard enough. But bringing up, how she made you feel back in seasons 1 through 3, which was eons ago, and bringing up stuff that she said to you in 2011 about cellulite and all that, it was weird. And I don't want to be talking about anybody's penis over food.
Yeah, this
If
is season
somebody's
one
feeling
only.
uncomfortable, change the conversation or do or suffer what Larsa did, which was get up and leave.
Well, Adriana just did that to piss Lasha off. That's just what it is, and that's actually just what it is. That's I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. You go to the fashion show charity event.
Hmm.
When Adriana was telling everybody when she got to Alexia, and Alexia's like, really, that just came out of nowhere. Basically saying, "Bear, you know what you was doing. You was being messy."
But
Because with Adriana, I agree with you. Like, either season one, you air her out completely, or when she comes back, if you feel like she's the same person, you cuss her out again on episode one and keep it moving.
right, right. But I think she's been dancing around this the whole season.
She's been throwing digs. She's been throwing digs at Larsa all season.
Yeah, because remember their first gathering way back in episode 1 of this season. She started in.
Yeah,
I mean, like you said, it's been little digs. I thought it would have been better than this. And there's another thing too. I don't think Adriana knows how to read the room well.
agree.
it just seems so awkward when she's trying to go in on Larsa. I don't know if it's just Larsa. Has she gone in on anybody else?
Gertie, but
That
Gertie wasn't
seemed
having it.
awkward too. Oh, I don't know. Lars, not Larsa. Adriana needs to be sent to that Housewives 101 school. I like her and everything, but a lot of the times her arguments fall flat for me. They make no sense and they're poorly timed. Whatever. I don't know. What we got going on here? All right, so everybody's come back from the Hamptons. We get a little scene with Martina Navratilova at the very top of the episode, making pancakes for Julia, and she want to know why she playing wife when that's Julia's job.
Right.
Um,
She's like, you're the housewife, and I'm making you pancakes. Okay.
uh-huh. hmm that was really cute. Then we saw Nicole playing tennis with Anthony. I'm just waiting for something to come out regarding him.
Insurance. Well, he's an insurance. He's an insurance.
Insurance attorney?
Mhm.
Well, child. We see Gertie planning, doing the preparation for her upcoming event. Um, Larsa goes to visit Alexia at the salon. She's telling Alexia regarding the problems that she's having with her divorce. That all of us, she's saying it's because Scotty's not getting his own way. But I don't think it's that. In one of her confessionals, she said, we've been married for 21 years and we didn't have a prenup. So I'm just going to get half of everything.
So you, so
She does that
you,
little thing.
right,
That's why Scotty is acting the fool.
right,
Because he hardly has anything now. He's basically liquidating to get rid of you.
right,
And it might make him look better if he just kept you. But I didn't like what she said, that if they sell the Miami house, then she has to send the little girl back to LA. What's that got to do with it?
right,
Um, and what I did notice was that Alexia really didn't care nothing about her business. Because if it's not about Alexia, Alexia doesn't care.
right.
But I guess Bravo was paying for the salon visit, so oh well. Do we know the name of her salon?
Alexia and Frankie's beauty bar. Stop. Don't say. Yeah, I know. I know. I know.
It has a ring. Okay,
Okay.
whatever.
You can say that.
Eh.
I was like, that's not very imaginative, but okay. I mean, you could at least call it A&F Beauty Bar.
Or
Like,
leave the initials out and make it something like glamorous
right.
regarding beauty.
I'm like, I mean, let's be honest. Like, if you, like, how would you look telling your female friend, like, oh, I'm going to Frankie's for my nails? Like, you're going to the bar, like, it just sounds like yeah, no. Okay.
Well, I guess it works for her. I wonder how much money it makes. When does she open it?
You keep talking, I'll look it up.
Okay, so Larsa says that when he does things like this to like stop the forward motion of their divorce, she reacts by doing things to piss him off. Like being with men. Oh, and she also says that she's only going to be with men who do things for her, or else she'd rather be alone. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of agree with that because I have a theory, not a theory, like I could be broke and miserable all on my own. I don't need company for that. Just saying.
But I think what it is, like, when you say that, when she said the way she said, it sounds like I'm a gold digger. It just does.
Yeah, it does come
As
across
rude.
like that.
I mean, most men nowadays are not trying to take care of no woman. This is called a thing of thing. Let's be honest. Let's talk about it. Nowadays, this is 2022. Men are not looking for women to take care of anymore. Because we also gonna talk about.
Mhm.
We're gonna be honest. This is not the 50s and 60s when men just married a woman for the pee, to have consistent pee on a regular basis. You can find that anywhere. You can find it at Denny's. You can find it on a street corner. You can find it at 7-Eleven. Like it's not necessary anymore. So
Agree with you. I don't expect a man to take care of me,
she
but I
does
don't
though.
want to be taking care of nobody else. I want to be taking care of each other. And I don't like, there was a reason why I wasn't a mother. And I don't expect to be one to some little young fella or old fella. Unless, of course, the old fella is on oxygen and has signed over a lot of things to me. That's all I'm saying. But my thing is, if I'm going to struggle, I'm going to struggle by myself. I'm
Right.
not going to bring someone who's also struggling into my struggle so we both struggle and drown together.
Right. No, I get that.
Yeah. I'm not looking like I can take care of myself. And that's at the very least what I expect for somebody else. But it can come off as, I get it, as like gold diggerish. I get it. But Larsa's used to that though. Why should she change?
No, I mean I know I understand. No, I get it, but it's just I'm not a fan when people say things of that nature because you should never go into the expectation with someone to do for you. If they want to do for you, fantastic, great, no problem. But you shouldn't go in with that expectation.
Wait, Bria says that she's banking on Scotty Jr. now, the one that didn't want to talk to her. Wow. Or is that the wrong kid? Sorry. Was that Scotty Jr. that was refusing to speak with her and put her on pause?
Yeah.
Good luck with that, Larsa, if you count on him. Um, mm, I love it that y'all love seeing each other in the chat. This is so cute.
So, so it's not giving me. I can't see when it opens.
Mm.
There's no
Oh,
info. Yeah, it's giving me no information.
mm-mm. That sounds shit. But then again, it's Florida. What do I expect? Um. Oh, Steven, this is so sweet. He finds his day only flows properly if I get my time in the commentary zone. Doodah, doodah, Twilight Zone. Oh my god. I can't with you, Steven. But I love you anyway. What else happened? Okay, so next we see Lisa is with Lenny, and is she trying to search through his phone?
Yeah.
I love it, and she has no shame about it. She goes, "I'm nosy."
But she said, I was just trying to make sure it was working. I was like, really? Oh, that was just
She's
too
looking
funny.
for them DMs.
Right. He said like he walked in, he knew what was up. He just had to laugh himself. He said, look, I'm pretty sure it's working.
But he said that he got a DM from somebody who said they want to take care of him or some foolishness, and he kept it as a joke to show her. But he didn't get the chance to do it, and she went in his phone looking and found it.
Mhm.
Can you imagine her reaction? Whoa.
I can only imagine the DMs. Like he's like let's be honest. You know, granted, Lenny may not be your type physically, fine, whatever. But
Mhm.
when you put in everything, like you have the house on Star Island, you have a booming plastic surgery business, you specialize in the boobikins, and you're in Miami, you're a hell of a catch. Let's call this thing a thing. He's a hell
Yeah,
of a
but
catch.
you know what else? Like, I'm sure, like a lot of his DMs, because he's into the Like he's plastic surgery, full on plastic
Right.
surgery, right? So I'm sure that he gets like breasts and butts and like
Mhm.
tummies, and you have to take off your clothes for that. And they're like, "Can you fix this lopsided breast, or can you move my breast from my back to my chest or something?" I can imagine those pictures. I think some of them might be clinical, but others,
Mm.
most of them are probably shady.
I say shady because I don't think you need to DM the doctor. You could go through the website and book an appointment.
Mm-mm.
Just saying.
I don't know. Wanda, it was yesterday. Um, wait. Oh, nice. Be careful and wear a mask. Wear a mask, Ablavi, if you're coming to Miami. Um,
And so Debbie, you forever 29.
huh?
You forever 29.
No, let me see. Maybe I could be forever 20, barely legal.
Okay.
You know? I don't know. I've lost track. Bye, Wanda. Thanks for joining us. Oh, thank you, Susan. Thank you. All right. So, let's see. Um, they start talking about his parents. Like his parents are buying a new condo down in Miami, but they're going to be living with them on Star Island until everything closes. And she's like, "Well, since we ain't got no nannies, um, what your parents gonna do? Because we need to go to San Tropez. It's our annual trip." I love Lisa is not stopping her life because she has these two children.
Right. I'm with Lisa. I just like Lisa a lot. Well, I adore her because she's just herself. And I love the fact that Lenny said, like, when he was younger, he said he would never marry someone like his mother. Didn't want that, didn't need it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm good. He's like, but then as it worked out, um, I married someone like my mother. And I just laughed.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like,
He
okay.
realized it.
And he's all like, Lisa's this, Lisa's that, blah, blah, blah. And she's all like, okay, the good thing. He's all, you're outgoing. She's like, okay, keep going. He's all like, you're outgoing. I was like, Lenny, that was too funny.
You know what? That little exchange that they had, I don't think that, like, I think they had marital problems, but they got over it and they're good. So the scene where they're at the restaurant with his birthday, I think that was produced. I think that they are in a good place.
Yeah,
I
I
think
like
they
them
are in
together.
a good
I
place.
like them together. I like Lenny. I like Lisa, and I like them together. They're funny together because he's just like, look. I think he got to the point where he was like, this is just my mama in the younger form. Good lord, here we go. And then the mom was hilarious, and the mom was like, well, why didn't you ever call me? She's all like, because like I didn't think you ever liked me. She's all, and then they were talking. She's like, I took your advice, yada yada yada. And the mom says, see, she's like, you take my advice, you take all my advice, and you'll be perfect. But I can see Lisa saying that when she's older.
Mm-hmm.
Just listen to
And
me.
then Lenny turning into his father who just sits there and smiles.
Right.
You just let the women be the women. He did
Right, because
marry his mother.
that's why they didn't get along is because they're the same person,
Mm-hmm.
or very close to it.
Mm-mm-mm. Welcome back, JG. Okay, so hold on. Then they go back to this old argument that they have that she sits at home and does nothing. Um, that she does her hair, her nails, and tanning, and that's it. And she's complaining that she still needs a nanny because the other one walked out. But the problem is that she can't find any nannies that speak English. That's a lie.
Yeah.
That's like she had me up until that, and I'm like,
Right.
that's no. You
She
know,
said she's a house manager. He just looked at her.
she's a house manager,
Yeah,
really?
that's what she said. She said, I'm the house manager. She said, I do a lot. He just looked at her like, for real. I laughed. I couldn't help but laugh. That was a fun. Them two and her, and he's like, and what bill and what roles you need to drive today. She's like, that's not true. She's like, well, it is a difficult decision. I'm like, I hate you right now.
Listen, Lisa enjoys Lenny's wealth.
Right,
And and am I jealous? Yes. Can I find fault with her for doing it? No. He worked hard. Girl, enjoy it.
right. Even though
You
we
gave
know she
him
helped,
them two kids.
even though we know she helps him behind the scenes, but they don't show that part.
But that's not their narrative that they're choosing to put out to us,
Correct.
though.
Right.
And
And
I'm
then
not
also
sure
my,
if I like it.
but then I also we also have to realize like Lenny knows who he married, and that's the kind of woman he wanted. But he's like basically, I found you. We freshened you up. We freshened you up, and now you're what I want. It's a win-win.
Oh my God. No one spilled beans. Um, Steven says to Blobby, I'm going to send my daughter in law to your channel for some female empowerment. Yes, send her over there. Um, oh, Bria, I might join you with that glass of wine. Mm-mm-mm. All right. Let's see what else. Okay, so next we see we go to Nicole's house and she invites, it seems, the new ladies over. So it seems like they're forming a little clique. So it's Nicole, Gertie, Julia, and Kiki.
Shout out to Kiki, always looking good. You get always in every episode. You know she's not full time. That's how you do it. Shout out to the friends in every episode.
Oh my God. Love her though. Um, let's see. They talk about the Hampton trip. Nicole says that it was nothing but bickering and fighting. Um, Gertie puts in, a little bit about her upcoming event with Fashion for a Cause, and she's collecting money for her charity to support kids in Haiti. Julia arrives with a carton of eggs. And Nicole is like, I've had people bring wine, plants. Julia shows up with eggs. Girl, Anthony gonna love them eggs. Freshly laid eggs, they do taste different. They do taste different. They taste so much better. Let's see. Then they discuss Julia and Adriana's relationship. And I think it's either Nicole or Gertie who said, at first I really didn't understand your relationship, but when Julia got sick in the Hamptons and how concerned Adriana was over her, she saw a different part of their friendship. And it kind of then clicked for her. And Julia is like, yeah, she really is a good friend to me. Okay.
That was Nicole.
It was Nicole who said it?
Mhm.
Yeah. But then Julia, no, then Nicole continues and she says that she felt like what Marisol and Alexia did was out of revenge because she had to tell Alexia about herself and how she was speaking to people. And she didn't like it. And that there's still some tension between her and Marisol, and Marisol just didn't want to deal with her and says she don't give two F's about her or her problems. Um, then Julia comes up and she's like, I don't like how Larsa said that comment about you having a baby out of wedlock. But why aren't you saying that in the moment, Julia?
Right.
This gonna come back to get you, and Martina's not gonna be there to help you, nor Adriana. Um, yeah, Nicole said that she tried to discuss the issues with Marisol, but she walked away. And she says that basically you get one attempt and that's it. That's all you get from her. She ain't trying no more. I don't think that's how it works on reality TV, Nicole, but okay, we'll go with you on that.
Right.
What'd you think about that little? I thought that little get together was very strategic because Nicole is trying to rally the newbies against the established cast.
Exactly. I agree.
Hmm. Well, let me just check here, see. Okay, so people are having morning snacks, drinking coffee. Steven doesn't know what time it is. I love it. Um, let's see. Next, we see a scene with Lisa and Lenny, and they're having dinner with his parents. Lenny arrives late. The kids are with her. Um, they're talking about going on their annual European trip to Saint Tropez. Um, and this is where he said he didn't want to marry somebody like his mom, but as a punishment, he married Lisa, who turns out to be just like his mom. I'm not sure if his mother liked that comment, but okay. Mm. Let's see. Larsa, Kiki, and Adriana meet up for dinner. I'm not sure why Larsa. I can see why she would get together with Kiki, but not Adriana. Like,
Right.
you know that there's been tension between y'all the whole season. I'm not sure why you're doing this, but okay. And Adriana shows up in another bulky outfit. Who's dressing Adriana?
No clue.
And she just gets so hot and oily and sticky during the course of this meal. Girl, traveling around with rice papers and dab, like, doesn't anybody on production like can give her something to wipe her face? It's just sloppy. I'm tired of Adriana coming to these events looking greasy and sloppy.
Mhm.
um they seem to be doing well at the beginning, but then Adriana brings up this story about seeing Kanye West pee at some event. She went into the bathroom and she saw it, and then they talked about it. That story seems so weird, but okay, Adriana. But Larsa didn't want to talk about it. Do you think that she is not allowed to mention that family?
Probably not.
So then
Either
why is Adriana bringing it up?
to be messy. She's digging at Larsa to let her know like you're no longer Kardashian adjacent.
But was Larsa ever Kardashian adjacent?
She and Kim are like best friends.
Do they have best friends?
They have best friends of the moment.
Hmm. Okay.
So
Kiki's
basically,
not.
what
Mhm.
so basically what it is like basically what Adriana is saying is like you're not relevant on your own. Like when I first met you, you were relevant only because of who you were married to. Then you moved to LA, you're only relevant because of the Kardashians. Now you're back here because you're not relevant at all. That's what she's telling Larsa. That's basically what she's telling Larsa. Like there's nothing about you on your own. And I wonder in the back of my mind, I'm wondering like, well, why are you so upset about Kanye's penis? I'm like, it's either A, like y'all are still friends, or B, maybe you've seen it and you don't want anyone saying anything around you because you might accidentally verify some information.
I still think this is an old stupid argument. It was stupid back then, and it's even stupider now.
Right, but why is Larsa upset about this situation though? Like you just asked, like why are you so all up in arms and like y'all not even friends no more?
But I wouldn't want to be talking about nobody's junk over food.
But it's a girl's conversation. Like women talk worse than men sometimes. So I'm not seeing like how she's getting all up in arms Here's the thing: you're talking about OnlyFans and the pictures you post and the money you make and blah 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 and the men you've been with, but all of a sudden we can't talk about Kanye's penis. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's going on here? That makes no sense. You make no sense. Your sensibilities aren't consistent.
I'll give you that. I'll give you
But
that.
I'm also going to lean into I'm going to lean into your theory that she's under NDA if she can't say a word. We know how Chris Jenner get down. Come on now. You probably got signed an NDA just to walk in the house.
Poor Chris. She get blamed for everything.
Hey, that's a good momager though.
Okay, so Bria says, Debbie, these girls have nothing better to talk about. They need to make themselves relevant. I think maybe that's the thank you, Bria. Like this seems like a dumb conversation. Like I can talk about dick all day long, but I just don't think Kanye is that interesting to me. Maybe it's interesting to them, but
Right,
maybe I'm just thinking about me
right.
because I would have like stopped listening to that conversation.
Mhm. Or you just laugh it off and keep it moving.
Ay, ay, ay. Mm. I did learn that Larsa was a little rattled because she was having problems with that knife trying to pick up her food. Something about that conversation was very unsettling to her. Does she
Agreed.
know what the penis looked like?
That's all I was saying. Like, did she see it on her own and didn't want to verify any information on accident?
Did Larsa have something to do with Chloe's baby daddy?
I don't know.
Why was she excommunicated? She says it's because she got in between Kim and Kanye, and she knew too much, so she had to go. Knew too much what? That doesn't make sense to me. And why are people telling you so much about their marriages?
So what happened was, in case you need a recap, the Kardashian Pippen fallout started all the way back in July 2020, when the Kardashian sisters and Larsa all unfollowed each other on Instagram. Then that November, Larsa gave a fairly explosive interview about the family in which she alleged she had dated Tristan Thompson before Chloe.
Oh, oh dear.
Hmm.
So it was the wrong penis. Oh dear.
And it's interesting because Larsa said her and Kim have apologized to each other at some point.
Sure they did.
They're in a really good place.
Sure they are. Um, Adriana won't let it go. She says it's her story. She saw the penis. She wants to share. And Lars is like, I'm not getting into this with you. This is stupid. And she just gets up and walks out, gets in her car, and drives off. I agreed with that. If you don't want to engage, the conversation is not comfortable for you, just
Hmm.
leave, exit stage left, or whatever you call it.
No
Wait,
argument necessary.
look, Queen Bria says, no, not Tristan, too. Oh my God. All right. So it's the night of Gertie's charity event, and she is trying to raise $25,000 for the kids of Haiti. Her dad flew in the night before, so she's super excited because this is the first time he's seeing one of her events. He came all the way from France to see her. She it's going to be a combination of Haitian food, Haitian rum, Haitian music, and a fashion auction featuring Haitian designers. So it's a night in Haiti, and I love it. Um, there's like step and repeats. There's photo
Photo booths. Hmm.
photo booths. There's like all these things there to make it a totally interactive experience. And even the catwalk, the fashion show itself, like you can scan codes in order to order the
Hmm.
fashions. Really interactive and making it simple and easy for people to buy and donate.
Right.
Then it seems like all the housewives donated couture that they previously wore for auction as well, or were they just
Yeah.
like, up there for decor?
No, like they're out there for auction because Julie's like, oh, that's the red dress I wore in blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, that's
Hmm.
cool.
Yeah, so I thought that that was really cool as well. All the ladies are there to support except Lisa, who is in San Tropez. Go girl. Um, let's see what else happened. Marisol and Nicole are kind of ignoring each other. It's kind of frosty. Um, but Kiki asked Marisol about her upcoming event at the Versace mansion. It's kind of like a sleepover that they're having. That should be a mess.
Right.
Let's hope they don't break anything. That place is expensive.
I was wondering about that. I'm like, oh, that place sounds expensive.
It is. It is. It's actually it used to be a hotel. They
Mm.
converted it from the mansion when the Versace company sold it. It turned into a hotel, like a boutique hotel.
Gotcha.
It was event space. I don't know what it is now.
Yeah, we
I
all know boutique equals expensive. Just saying.
haven't
Boutique
It is
anything is expensive.
gorgeous though. It is gorgeous. It has all of that custom Versace like tile work. The pool is amazing. It's really pretty. So let's see. Larsa shows up at the end of the event.
Well, when it's over. But okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, why does she bother coming at all? But as
Oh,
soon as
for the
she
fight.
for the as soon as she walks in, the first person she sees is Adriana, and they start going at it, pinning poor little Alexia in the middle, who's basically, if this is not about me, I don't care. Um, we do find out in the middle of all of that that Gertie raised over $18,000 for her charity. Great work, Gertie. It
Mm-hmm.
was well worth it. Um, Larsa is not backing down from Adriana. Adriana is still going on and on. Um, all of the women realize something's going on and come over to see the fight. And basically, Adriana is like, "Who do you think you are? You think you're Queen Bee?" And Miss Larsa say yes.
Mm-mm-mm.
But I think who was it who said it? Alexia was like, "This is not the time or place." It's either Alexia or Marisol, like at the girls' charity event. Couldn't y'all save that for later?
Well, at least they did it after the event's pretty much over. So at least I'm glad Larsa showed up at the at the end when I'm sorry. I'm glad Larsa showed up when the actual event was over and that they're just standing around talking. There would have
Hmm.
been a whole mess if you have models on the runway and they're in the back screaming.
There for the tax write-off, Steven. Steven, wait, hold on. I had no idea, but Tristan, of all people, he has that communal. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm so disappointed of any woman that goes with Tristan now. I mean,
Right.
that's just kind of nasty.
That's just like you deserve what you get. Sorry.
Okay, so Morgan D says, yes, child, Tristan is ran through, especially on that Kardashian crew. Wow. Yay, Gertie. Yes, so
She did a
congratulations,
great job.
Gertie. And her dad was super cute. I love his gold tooth. I love people of a certain age from the Caribbean because you could always spot like their like the way how they did fillings was like put a gold cap around it.
Oh,
So they have a gold tooth. Not the ones in the front; those are for decor or style.
right.
But the ones in the back, when he did that nice laugh, I saw that gold tooth. I was like, "Oh, Daddy got money." Gertie had a wonderful event, and remember she said that she was not going to go all out with decor or flowers or
Hmm.
anything like that because she wanted the most money to go to the charity.
Right.
She did real good. I mean, it
I
didn't
loved it.
scale back at all. But it's amazing what you can do with lights and props
But
and pipe and drape.
she has so much experience though.
Hmm.
So I was like I thought it was great. It's like an event you want to attend and support.
Hmm. Where's her mom though? Yeah, Daddy lives in France. Um, but she like I think he went back to France because didn't she say when they were little they moved from
They moved to
Haiti to
France. To
France and
France.
then France to here.
Right.
So maybe after she went to high school or college, the parents went back to
To
France and she
France.
stayed here. Hmm, I like it.
This is a good episode.
Yeah, it was. Um, this was even though I'm irritated with Adriana, it was still a good episode because I'm here cheering on Gertie.
Right. That's all that matters.
Hmm.
But I will say, I love the way Nicole is going to handle Marisol though. I'm just not gonna give you any attention and ignore you. And
You
Marisol,
know, she gave her one chance. Let's see
but
if she
she,
can stick to it.
but the thing is though, she's not dragging this on like Adriana. Adriana's
But
going
what's
back
the point?
11 years. Adriana's going back 11 years.
But you
Nicole,
know what? Nicole is like she sees what happened for what it was. She realizes that it was revenge, right? And she also realizes that she can out argue them because their arguments make no sense. And so she's asking for receipts and they can't bring any. So you've proved your case if you can't back up what you're saying. So why
hmm
continue to argue about it? It's stupid. So I hate to say it, but I feel like almost they're too dumb to argue about this with.
no, I understand. I just like the way she's handling it. She's like, it
Yeah.
is what it is, and I'm keeping it moving.
Mhm. Yep. Um Nicole is overdoing doing it with the Nicole situation.
Yeah,
I don't think
Marisol's overdoing it.
Marisol's over with it. Marisol's just going to find another tactic
Yeah,
or get some more gossip to throw down about. Hey, welcome paranormal. Um Aw, stop watching and go back to studying. um, what else happened? Nothing else happened. That was the
nothing
end
else
of the
happened.
episode.
It was just a good episode, like overall. Like outside of Adriana almost beating a dead horse. You know, I gotta say, Kiki's always a pleasure. The friends are this cast overall is just like I'm gonna say this again, perfectly cast. Six
Mm,
wives, three friends. Their friends are interesting. They add something to every scene. I mean, there's no filler friends, which I think which is what's really bringing us together.
yeah, the friends actually talk and participate.
Right? They're not passive friends. They're in the mix, and not in a bad way. They're not like they're not forcing themselves in the mix. These are just but this
Mm,
is how you can tell these are actual friendship style because these are natural interactions. Like when you're gonna stick up like Marisol, you're gonna stick up for your friend for 20 years. Of course, you're gonna do that. Kiki is just getting in where she fit in, and she's adding one-liners. She's adding, I want to know more about her. And
okay.
Adriana's just a mess.
Bria wants to know what will we rate the episode?
Me, 8.5.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay. No, cuz I wouldn't do that. It was solid. I'd probably do a 7 to a 7.5 just because I thought the argument was stupid. And she's not good with the art. Adriana just is not good with the argument. She's just loud and obnoxious. And I know this is for me personally. I couldn't deal with somebody like Adriana.
Right. No, I get it, but I just look at when you look at the overall, um, 8.5 for me, just because when I take the argument wasn't that much of it. It was dumb, but it didn't over to me. It didn't overshadow the episode. It was like, you're arguing about something stupid. I'm focused on the other ladies and Gertie's event. So 8.5.
I'm petty. I'm
You just like
petty.
you Adriana just gets on your nerves. That's all.
Yeah, that's true. She
So
does.
yeah, she does.
She does.
So
All right.
you've already taken a point from the scale of Adriana isn't even in the episode. So it's the episode only the most episode can get is a 9 from you. Sorry.
No, 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 no. Adriana could be there. She could just not say anything,
See
and you could get a
Adriana
10.
see Adriana's gonna talk the whole time. If she's there, she's talking. She got a job to do.
Listen, so next week, okay, so Sunday, nothing is coming on,
Hmm.
right?
Super
So,
Bowl.
Monday, okay, hold on. Did you get a chance to watch Adults Adopting Adults?
No, that's tonight.
Alrighty. So, do you want to do so since Sister Wives, I don't think they're coming on, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, so Salt Lake is not coming on. So there goes Monday and Tuesday. So, do you want to do Adults Adopting Adults episode 1 on Monday and episode 2 on Tuesday?
That's fine with me.
Yeah. I don't get Peacock, but I finally get to watch Ultimate's Girl Trip. Oh. So I feel like there's hope that I will see it eventually. Yes. Peacock is doing like what TLC is doing, where they're airing it first on their streaming service and then putting it over on their cable channels. Because that's what Discovery did with the Caribbean
Right.
90-day story. That was so good. But let's focus on Asia next time.
Mm,
Africa. There's lots more countries in Africa that we haven't been to. Just
true.
saying. Just
So
saying.
so are we good? I think we hit
Yes,
everything.
we are good. Guys, meet us back here. Monday and Tuesday are special shows. We're doing Adults Adopting Adults. Give it a watch. It's grossly uncomfortable, but give it a watch. And we'll talk about it on Monday and Tuesday. Guys, have a great weekend. Jamal, any final thoughts?
No, we're good.
Queen Bria said, let's do Africa. Enriquez is almost like seeing it. Really, I don't think we jump around a lot. Did you see what Steven says?
Yeah,
Thank you, Steven.
you take good notes. So you kind of get to the point. You focus on the important points, and then we talk about it, and then we keep it moving.
Aw,
It's not
thank
like
you.
it's not like some people who will sit there and just recap like every single scene. It's like no,
Well, we try to give you the gist of the show,
yeah.
and then we rip it apart.
I mean,
Unfortunately,
we don't rip it apart. We just like look. This is what we see. This is what y'all did wrong. Do better.
yeah. Maybe in our next life we'll be producers. Oh, I almost had you up for a new reality show. It started off as Big Brother YouTuber edition and then turned into the Hunter Games when I became executive producer. Um,
Love
there
you
was
some
a
Hunger
lot of
Games.
mess on Heidi's channel last night, but it was all in good fun. Mm-mm. Finally, not on the replay crew. Oh, Lisa, welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so Everyone have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you here on Monday. Thanks for having in yesterday. Oh, Larger Curves is here. Welcome, honey. All right. So, any final thoughts?
No, we are good.
All right. So, until next time.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Mm,
Bye.
bye.